just going to be sipping my coffee and just chilling. So I don't know why I kind of sound of American then. I'm not American, I'm British. So I guess you could say I'm supposed to be drinking tea and not coffee, but I just needed a bit more of a pick me up today than tea. Because believe it or not, I do drink a lot of tea, so yes, I do fit in with the stereotype of British people drinking a lot of tea. But I like tea if I'm sort of just like watching a movie or something. I'll have a cup of tea and a biscuit or something. But I do like coffee in the morning, or especially if I'm tired. I mean, you're not really supposed to be drinking coffee. Like if you're tired, you're supposed to get sleep and proper nutrition and things like that help you to have more natural energy. But I don't care what anyone says. I prefer a cup of coffee in the morning because I reckon I'm like a lot of people. If I don't get my coffee in the morning, I get pretty angry. I have to apologise for the outside noise. Someone's dog keeps barking. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to shut up about 4 hours ago, but here we are. I am very sorry if it seems like I'm a bit nervous, because I guess I've never really just talked to a camera before. Well, I've been on camera before, but I've never really, I don't mind like having pictures taken or anything like that, but it is a bit different. Nobody really likes the sound of their own voice on the camera, so I'm trying to sound as appealing as possible. But the moment I hear my own voice on video, I sort of cringe. But I suppose as well I do like a topic, something to talk about, because some people are really good at rambling, and I'm not one of them. I mean, spontaneous rambling's okay, like if you've got like a few topics in mind to ramble about, but I just tend to go off topic into like stupid things, so I get distracted very easily. But yeah, I just wanted to say welcome to my channel, and I'm hoping to upload at least once a week. Yeah, so if there's any topics you want me to do, or any certain videos, please put them in the comments. Bear in mind, I will not be showing my face, well, at least not for a while. So things like so showing you things and stuff, I can do that, but I'm not going to be showing my face at all. So if there's anything that you want me to talk about, that might be a better way of putting it. If there's any specific topics that you want me to talk about, or answer any questions or anything like that, then I'm down for that. Yeah. The thing is, I do apologise if sometimes I may seem to come out with a whisper. I'm not really used to whispering, so I know this is ASMR, but sometimes I might even go and soft spoken instead of whispering, because I don't really do well at whispering. I sort of have to do it consciously. I can't just whisper. I have to really focus on whispering, because otherwise I'll just talk normally. Yeah. That's not really a very nice coffee, to be fair. I like all kinds of coffees, but this one just seems really bland to me. So yeah. I should have put some like sweetener in or something like that, but I guess I'm like everybody else, I'm trying to lose that lockdown weight. So that's another thing, is I hope you're having a good time of it at the moment. I know it's tough for a lot of people. respect for anyone that's going through it and trying their best, because I know it's a very uncertain time at the moment. It's a hard time for everyone, so we just got to pull together and be there for each other. Yeah. I know lockdown, well, it's not really lockdown, there's a lot of restrictions and guidelines now to follow, so yeah, if it impacts you and your family, I'm very sorry to hear, because I know being without family and friends is very difficult for some people. I mean, I'm a very introverted person, so I guess socially I'm okay, but I know a lot of people are struggling. But yeah, just remember to stay safe. I'm not really going to get into my thoughts on COVID-19. I know it exists, but the way the government is dealing with it at the moment is absolutely appalling. I mean, I'm not a politician, I don't have all the answers, but I do believe it could have been dealt with a lot better. You know, people are struggling more from the effects of lockdown than I think from the effects of COVID-19. You know, I think the government will need to really think about how they can take care of people post lockdown. Yeah, I mean, they say it's the new normal now, wearing masks and all the rest of it, but I really do think that we should be really focusing on the vaccine and really trying to get back to the way things were. I mean, even pre lockdown and pre COVID-19, society and as a whole needed to change. But to be fair, I think a lot of us complained about society back then when, it wasn't really that bad. We could pretty much do what we want, and now we've lost, half our freedom, and, the pubs are closed at 10 o'clock, and, it really has gone, it really has made a turn for the worse. Yeah. But if you, likewise, if you have someone in your family, or even if you are listening to this and you are a victim of COVID-19, then I wish you a speedy recovery, and I wish everyone out there happiness and health. I think it's a basic human right to be healthy as well as happy. But I think as well it's important to take care of your mental health now more than ever. Physical health, yes, you can exercise, yes, you can eat good, but if your mental health is bad, then you've lost half the battle towards overall health anyway. I do believe, a good life starts with good mental health. I have a long history of mental health issues. Well, I only have one mental health issue, which has led to I have symptoms of that mental health issue. So I do fully sympathise with people who are going through a really hard time and don't see any way out of it. But things will get better at some point. If you look throughout history, the soldiers fighting in World War One and World War Two, they thought the war would never end. And it did. Unfortunately, this is like, well, that was a bad analogy because I guess we are fighting a war of souls. We're fighting as humans against the virus, so it's us versus the virus essentially. But it will end. It will. Maybe not in 5 weeks, 5 months, or even 5 years, but eventually it will. We just got hands off. I suppose it's a bit like a game of chess. If we make the right moves now, we will win. But it's all about making the right moves. If we make the wrong ones, we will lose. So I suppose that's where the governments all over the world have got to really think about the right moves. same time is cases are getting worse, and lockdown didn't really do anything to improve the virus, the spread of the virus at all. It's just as bad now, if not worse, than it was during lockdown. So I guess people can be like, oh, we can put all the countries back into lockdown. Fair enough, but it was still bad then, just as it's bad now. So I don't think lockdown is the way to go. I mean, for those of you that have had your vaccinations, you're not scared of getting like the measles because you're vaccinated. It's the same thing if you're protected against COVID-19. I mean, really protected. Like, not just masks on, because that only prevents the spread, but if you are protected against getting it, it wouldn't be scary. It wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a cause for concern anymore. So I guess all said and done, like I previously stated, the way forward is to invent the vaccination, get us all vaccinated, and then we can all have peace of mind that we're all protected. The spread will stop significantly. But I guess this is where I was talking about mental health before. I can be off topic a bit, but not that there is a specific topic of this video, but yeah, with mental health is, sometimes when I'm just sat sipping my coffee now, all these things go off in my head about, worldly affairs, and I mean, I've got my own personal life, and I've got everything that's with COVID-19, so I mean, everyone was fighting their own personal battles before. Now they've got to fight like a worldwide battle against a virus. It's like sometimes something will happen in your life, and you'll be like, well, I should be a bit more posh in these videos. I shouldn't say something. I should say something. So something will happen in your life, and you'll think, I really don't need this. I've got enough on it as it is. I was doing my best. Then something happens, and you just think, oh well, that's happened. But then when something like as big as COVID-19, happens or happened, you're just like, where do I go from here? Because I could barely survive before. Yeah. I guess in the next video I will do a request video. So if you've got any requests, again, if you could make it towards talking, something to talk about, then that would be much appreciated. Give me a topic and I'll do a ramble on that. Yeah, this video is really, because it's my first video, testing it out and seeing if I'm any good on camera, which I reckon I'm not. I'm probably the worst ASMR artist in the world. But I thought I'm just gonna give it a go and see what happens. I'm not gonna state my my life plan and my life goals on the first video and all the rest of it. Like I said, I'm just a man talking to a black screen, drinking his terrible coffee, talking about COVID-19. Well, yeah, but very strange times indeed. Very strange. I'm also back to what I said in the beginning of this video. I'm trying not to sound American. I think when you listen to a lot of American people and a lot of Americans talk, you tend to adopt a few American sayings, and my voice tends to go a little American because for some reason that's what I do. I hear something, I pick it up, and then I repeat it. But I'm not about to stop calling aluminium foil aluminum foil. It's not happening. It's aluminium. I'm not gonna stop calling rubbish trash. What other ones do you Americans have? By the way, I love Americans. I'm like half American, half British, I swear. Well, I'm British, but I do have a lot of respect for American culture because I'm big on movies, especially Hollywood movies. So I'm into all the celebrities and all the rest of it. I'm into American know, I think this is like really, not stupid, but you know, this like overly used analysis of British and American people that they hate each other, and that every time American person talks to a British person, we have to refer to the war, the War of Independence. Why? That only affected the people back then. It doesn't affect us now. There is no reason, that you can't trade your culture with me, and I can trade my culture with you. We both have very valid ways of living. Yeah, but as I was saying, I love American people and especially American ASMR artists. You guys are amazing, absolutely brilliant. I do like American accents. Obviously, again, I'm not going to, try an accent or anything like that because I that would be just rude and insulting to some people. But yeah, obviously, the same way I'd probably find it offensive if you probably, an American person tried to do a British accent and ended up sounding like the Queen. We don't all sound like the bloody Queen. You know what I mean? The Queen is, she's a little old woman. She's down south doing her thing. I'm up north doing my thing. North and south, a very different way of living. Down south's all posh and that. Up north, we're just regular, hard-working people. Very friendly, very chatty. We love life up here. We're very determined with our way of life. Down south, though, they're a bit more posh and it's probably people from the south of England that started the War of Independence, probably tried to act better than the Americans, because they still tried to act better than northern people. I don't know what I'm going on about, but basically, I'm a northerner than the southerners, but I like northern people, I like southern people, I like Americans. There we go, I put it simply. Sometimes I don't really get to the point, because I just end up, rambling about stuff. I guess this is the point of rambling, and, this is the point of rambling videos, but there's rambling, then there's rambling, then there's my rambling. My rambling is just words. I'm also trying not to talk very fast because I do talk really fast. Sometimes I don't talk at all. Like sometimes my mind will just go blank and it'll just be like, shut up. Yeah. Because it might seem really awkward, I suppose, if like you stop talking and then it's a long pause and then you talk again. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just trying to get to a point or find a point to talk about, It's suddenly gone overnight, it's suddenly gone into winter weather. Well, autumn weather. It was really hot the other day and really nice, and now I used to really hate the winter. The summer, sorry, because I never did well in the heat, but I really like the summer now. I like winter. But the problem is with winter, well, this is probably one thing that the Americans, have right about Britain is the weather is terrible. We've had some nice summers, don't get me wrong, but we can also have just weeks where it'll do nothing but rain. So I guess it's just waiting for the rain now because it's inevitable. Some words I don't say very good, do I? Like specific or Pacific, If I say one wrong, I do apologise, but you know what I mean. But yeah. But yeah, I could talk about British weather. Yeah. Talk about all the times I've seen it snow in Britain. I suppose this will be a topic for another time. Well, I'm only saying that because I probably need some ideas for videos. I'll probably say, oh, I'll do that video, and I probably never get round to it. Because I'm one of those people that, I'll say, oh, snow of 2010, so 2010, British winter. It snowed really good. You know, all the schools shut. We had a lot of snow. It was really good fun. You know, that was back in the day before you could just, before like kids would just sit on the phones all day. You know, well, kids do sit on the phones all day, but so yeah. What was that about? Oh yeah. Like nowadays, kids are on the phone all day, but when it snowed in 2010, we were all outside having a good time, throwing snowballs and that. I guess this applies to summer as well. In summer I was always out as a kid on my bike, enjoying life, and nowadays they're indoors on social media. I guess that is another topic as well that I'd love to do. Why I love social media, why I hate it. It's good for talking and stuff, it's good for, learning things and talking to other people and putting knowledge and stuff out there and just, connecting people together to, there's something for everyone on the internet, but at the same time is when I look back on my childhood and when I look now, kids are just consumed by social media, even people. I mean, I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that I wasn't consumed by social media because I was. Instagram, Snapchat, all the rest of it. But, as a kid, I believe that you should enjoy life and, you should be out there and you should experience new things. You shouldn't just be sat, on Snapchat, trying to get your score up, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's good, like, for instance, like with the ASMR, it's really good because it can help a lot of people out, especially into adulthood, like when you're stressed and depressed and just, generally in a bad mood, you put some ASMR on, and then you have a good sleep, and then you wake up and you think, what was I stressed about, or what was, why was I upset, or why was I in a bad mood. ASMR is good for everybody, I believe, but it's also a good way of, talking, communicating, some people like podcasts and stuff are okay, but sometimes, I don't know if it's just me, when you've heard someone rambling just into a microphone for hours and hours and hours, you get bored. It's nice to listen to someone and it give you that more something else instead of just listening to someone talk for no reason. This is like relaxing and it's calming and it has a purpose. I'm not saying that people talking don't have a purpose, but that what they're talking about isn't important. But like with podcasts, I guess it's you have to have a bit of humour about you. You have to be a bit of a character, and you have to draw people in and audiences. You have to be interesting to listen to. Unlike me, I mean, if you want someone to just lull you to sleep, you're probably just better off listening to me. I'll bore you to death. Yeah. I'm not sure how long I want this video to be because I don't want to ramble and then bore you, but I don't want it not, there's nothing worse than when you're enjoying an ASMR video and, it cuts short, like you know what I mean, like you're really enjoying someone's video and you're just thinking, oh, I wanted that video to be a bit longer or something. But yeah, just a quick one on why I'm not going to show my face because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little embarrassed, not embarrassed, but why I'm doing ASMR and like not a podcast, because I think ASMR, I'm more aiming to that sort of community because I love the ASMR community. I really like the people in the ASMR community. I find them really supportive to one another, and there's so many more different people out there, that are into the same things as I am in that community. It's just a great way of getting, in touch with an audience that sort of is looking for what I'm trying to put out there, and when you type something in, like when you type in ASMR, you're looking for ASMR, and so if this with ASMR, you've got a wider community. It's a really, one thing that, I don't really want to talk about one targeted thing. So, yeah, and plus with podcasts and things, there's already so many great podcasts out there. There are already so many great ASMR artists out there, but I don't think I've got anything to offer the podcast community. I don't even think I've got anything to offer the ASMR community. But I have a boring voice, so like I said before, it's useful for putting people to sleep. So I'll make that work to my advantage. Yeah, but like I said, I'm going to upload once a week or even once every 2 weeks. But if you could fill up the comment section with requests, make sure these videos don't involve things like again showing my face or any sort of private affairs, showing my family, or I don't really want to share too much detail about my work or about my friends, or because I don't have any friends for one, but or my family, I just purely want this to be like a business relationship between you and me. It's strictly professional. You're here for the ASMR, and not me. If you want a character, listen to some of the podcasts. There's like Joe Rogan, because he's a character and he's interesting and he's knowledgeable. I'm not interested, and I'm certainly not knowledgeable. I'm probably the most stupidest person you'll ever meet. Well, I'll tell you a quick story, right? This is what I mean about me being stupid. So you're not allowed to put microwave plates with. I have these plates and they've got gold on them. I think it's not. I think it's gold anyway. I'm pretty sure it's gold. Anyway, you really shouldn't put gold in the microwave. So after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of being told only use the microwavable plates, the plates that are specifically that are designed for you to put in the microwave. So I got this plate out, I put my food on the plate, I put the plate in the microwave, right? So this is the plate with the gold on it. So I put it in the microwave and then I turned it on, and I kid you not, there was the biggest lightning bolt inside the microwave. It was almost beautiful to look at. And I thought, after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of you being told not to do this, you've gone and done it. Because I literally have like one brain cell. It goes in one ear and out the other. It's not so I make a conscious effort to be stupid. I was born that way. So I guess, I guess I have a legitimate excuse. But, yeah, not that I think anyone, that I think, I base anyone about on their knowledge or anything, I never discriminate against anyone, or I don't think, I don't call anyone else stupid other than myself. You know what I mean? I don't believe in putting people down or anything like that. I always believe that a lot more people have a lot more to offer than myself, So, yeah. But anyway, I took the plate out of the microwave and it was fine, but I thought luckily I didn't break the microwave because I can't afford a new one. This is the part in the video when you start mentioning about the money side of it, and then you say, oh, please donate to my PayPal or give to my Patreon. No, I won't do any of that, promise you. I would never ask for money from strangers, You guys are struggling just as much as me, Not that I'm saying that YouTube's stars shouldn't make a living or shouldn't be, like if you're an ASMR artist that eats food, you need money to get the food. I do understand that, yeah. But at the same time you shouldn't just be a person sat, in front of a camera going, give me money, give me money, give me money. You know what I mean? No, I'm never going to say that, If I ever do end up with a PayPal link on the bottom, it will only ever be to support the channel. Nah, who am I kidding? The channel will never get bigger, you know what I mean? I'll be lucky to get 1 subscriber. You know? But if you do subscribe, just know that you'll probably be like my favourite person in the world. You know? But then if I had like 10,000 subscribers, I'd have 10,000 favourite people in the world. I don't think I could choose who I like best and who I couldn't. Who I didn't like. To me, everybody is equal. If you press that subscribe button, everyone is equal. And I thank you for it. Probably sounding a little bit crazy now because I'm entering full rambling mode and I've had my coffee, so of course I've got a bit more energy now. I should probably wrap this up before somebody reaches through the camera and punches me. You know, shut up, bang. That's what I would do. You know. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and listening. You know, I didn't really want to be one of those people that does all that spiel. You know, please like and subscribe on this video. You know, all the rest of it, you know. No, I just want to say thank you, and I hope you had a good day or a good night. And you know, if you're up late, put your phone down immediately and go to sleep, because having 7 to 8 hours sleep a night is really important for your health. Yeah. So yeah, I best love you and leave you. Just please comment and just say what other videos you'd like to hear me talk about. I could perhaps show you like a few things. Like if I was eating, I could probably show you what I was eating, kind of thing. But I wouldn't show too much, so you know what I mean? Because I want to really, as I say, maintain privacy. So I guess the only weapon of choice for me is my voice. So if you would like to hear anything else involving my voice, don't ask me to sing, because you know all the mirrors in your house would crack. But if you would like me to talk about anything or to debate anything, then put in the comments, because the more videos, ideas that I get or requests that I get, the more I'll do. Or if you would never like to hear from me again, just I don't know, just don't watch the videos, I guess. I can't say I wouldn't blame you, but yeah, I'll catch you in a few days or a few weeks. You know, I'll probably do this video, and then in another 10 years do another video. You know, and I could do like 10 years ago I released my first ASMR video. You know, but no, I'll try to keep to uploading every day, so that you've always got something to listen to, and I guess someone to talk to. You know, if you want a conversation with me, I'm very happy to have a conversation with you. So if you'd like to, you know, start a debate or something in the comment section and let me do a video about it, you know, like, or any sort of movies that I want to review, because I watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV, things like that. You know, if you want to talk about any stories in my life, you know, first times, or you know, any memories, or you know, anything really about me personally. You know, I can pick and choose what I will and won't answer. You know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say, you know, first time, you know, first time, the first beer that I had, or something like that, you know, I can't answer that because I didn't drink. I don't drink. But if you said, you know, where do you live? You know, I can talk about, the UK a bit. You know, apart from its weather. But yeah, I better leave you now, because because I said goodbye about an hour ago. Alright guys, take it easy and I'll see you soon.